Goed, meneer Van Rompuy, dus in naam van mijn leerlingen, waarvan er een aantal hier aanwezig zijn, dus welkom op onze school. En dus bedankt dat u de tijd heeft vrijgemaakt, dat u op mijn vraag bent ingegaan om met ons...
Met zware vertraging, maar ik ben toch gekomen.
Wel, wij zijn zeer verheugd dat wij vandaag met u kunnen samenwerken. Hello, Mrs. Buchakova. Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to our meeting.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning, Mr. Van Rompuy. It's really honor for me to have the opportunity to talk to today. And I think that it's really necessary to teach the students about the European issues. And via this e-twinning project, it's really interesting, motivating. They can make new friendships and learn at the same time. So I think that's a great idea to teach the students via the project.
Do you have a question for Mr. Van Rompuy, Mrs. Buchakova? So you can ask, do you have a specific question you would like to ask to Mr. Van Rompuy?
Maybe I have one question for you. As all the media are talking about the attack in Paris which happened last Friday, I can see some scare in faces of my students, and it is discussed everywhere. And I'm just wondering if you think that one day the teachers will teach how to protect ourselves against the terrorists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we don't know, it might happen anytime, anywhere, so it is really issue which all the people are concerned about.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for your introduction and thank you for what you are doing, because I discussed it also with the leadership of the school and Mr. Van Kouwenbergen, bringing students and young people, establishing contacts with young people of other countries is from utmost importance. I became a European when I was 16, I think the age of most of the students. And the leadership of the school at that time organized a trip together with 5 other schools. So we made this trip and we ended this trip as Europeans. We started as Belgians and Flemish people and we left it as Europeans. So this establishing those contacts are from utmost importance for the, let's say, the view that young people later on will have on their neighbors and on their fellow Europeans. So I can only encourage you and this school
Thank you.
to go further, because you have no idea how far or how intrusive it can be to introduce young people to other countries and other cultures. So on your question, I would give you an advice not to panic. Because, no, of course, we are all terrified by what happened. And we had here in Brussels also an attack, and 4 Jewish people were killed a year ago. And Paris is very close. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes by train. So we feel it very close. And some of the terrorists came from Brussels. So we are even more concerned than you are. But I don't think that we have to teach our pupils to be scared and to be fearful and so on. You can, of course, try to understand them and to explain and so on, but not adding fear to fear. Because that's precisely what those terrorists want to do, is that we are living our normal life and that people are confronted with others and we consider the others more as an enemy. We are living here I come from Brussels, in the neighborhood of Brussels. There are neighborhoods which are only inhabited by foreign people. When you go in the streets, you are surrounded, let's say, by Belgians, but from foreign origin, mostly Muslims. So we feel it in a very concrete way, but I would say not, and that is a very simple statement, those terrorists are a very, very tiny minority. And let's not create the impression that all are the same. because this will create a closed society instead of the open society we want. Be cautious, be careful, but being not overcautious and not overprotected, because then life becomes impossible, and you organize a climate of anxiety and fear. That would be my advice. Listen to your pupils and to yourself, because we are all concerned, but not adding fear to fear.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your supportive words according to the project, because I also think that making international friendships, learning about the other cultures, it's really a great way how to understand people.
Mm-hmm. And I hope that Mr. Van Kouwenberg, when he goes to Bratislava, discover the marvelous city of Bratislava.
Yeah, sure.
So close also to that other magnificent city that is Vienna. So I wish him a good trip, and if the students have the occasion to visit you, and of course coming also to Belgium, to this small city but with a magnificent grand place, the biggest grand place in the country and even in Western Europe, that would be great also.
Okay. So Mrs. Burjakova, thank you very much for sharing this with us and for sharing the question with us. So it's really adding value also to the meeting, because all the people can see that we are working with you as a school, and that we share the same objectives, is to establish the friendships and relations crossing the borders and crossing the different cultures. Okay, so we will leave you now and continue our meeting. So and we will see you later. Okay.
It was nice talking to you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day too.
Yeah.
Bye bye.